Here in this video we're going to take a look at the quotient rule. The formula for the quotient rule is d dx of f of x divided by g of x is equal to g of x times f prime of x minus f of x times g prime of x all over g of x squared. Here in this first example, I wanted to remind you that we want to use the easiest rule possible, and in this case we saw in the power rule video that we could simplify this and rewrite this function as 3x squared plus 2 plus 7x to the negative 1, and then we could use the power rule. So we would do f prime of x is equal to 6x minus 7x to the negative 2, which is also equal to 6x minus 7 over x squared. So just because it looks like you should use the quotient rule, if you can simplify it and use an easier rule, go ahead and do that. Now you can't do it the other way, so because we have a single term on top here and a bunch of terms on the bottom, this doesn't simplify like the other problem. So here we're going to have to use the quotient rule. So in the quotient rule we have f prime of x, remember, is g of x, or the denominator, 3x squared plus 2x plus 7 times the derivative of f of x, which is the derivative of x, or 1, minus f of x, x, times the derivative of g of x. So we have 9x squared plus 2. All divided by the denominator squared, or g of x squared. Squared. In this next example, I have f of x is equal to 1 over x plus 7 minus x squared plus x divided by 5x plus 7. Here in this problem, we have a minus sign, and remember, we don't take derivatives through minus signs. So what we have here is two quotient rules. So the first quotient rule we have f prime of x is the denominator, g of x, x plus 7, times the derivative of f of x, and the derivative of 1 is 0, minus f of x, or 1, times the derivative of g of x, which in this case is also 1, all divided by x plus 7 squared. Minus, so that was just the quotient rule for the first piece, and now we need to do the quotient rule again. So we have g of x, 5x plus 7, times the derivative of f of x, or the derivative of the numerator, which is 2x plus 1, minus f of x, x squared plus x, times the derivative of g of x, which is 5, all divided by g of x squared, which is 5x plus 7 squared. And that's all for the quotient rule.